All right, so what is up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Brandon back on Brandon Coin. This is a crazy time. So just 2 days ago, or well, now it's been 3 days now. It was on the first, Nvidia has announced their new graphics cards, the 3000 or 30 series, whatever you want to call them. The big thing that everybody is hyped up about right now is they released that the 3070 is going to beat out the 2080 Ti in performance. So obviously, just those metrics don't apply always 100% from compute to gaming, that kind of thing, because some people are already like assuming like, oh man, then that means a 3070 is going to make more than a 2080 Ti was making. Well, it's not always universal, because you can have a better gaming graphics card, but it might not necessarily make more mining. So obviously, until we get those things in our hands and test them, guys in the community, that kind of thing. I have a couple people that said they were willing to send me some cards. I'm also going to be buying some cards. I at least want to buy one of each: 3080, 3090, 3070. Now, do I think those are going to be the hot cards to mine on? I don't think so, honestly. We have some big names. Bitsby Trippin actually was doing some estimates, and if his estimates are anywhere near close to true, I'm not saying that he's off by any means, but he was thinking maybe 3090 should be somewhere up in the 300 mega hash range. If that's the case, then that means yes, it's a $1,500 card, but essentially one card replaces like a rig of cards. So, for example, my friend right now just recently built him a 6 card 5700 rig. It does a little over 300 mega hash on Ethereum, and it cost him almost 2,500 bucks. So if all that could have been replaced by one GPU, imagine putting a 3 card GPU of 3090s. They all did 300 mega hash a piece. That's 900 mega hash out of 3 cards. Yes, they would be pulling ridiculous power, but 900 mega hash already would be ridiculous power. But the hash density is insane there. So now, if it doesn't even come close to that, obviously it's not going to be a great mining card, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. The ultra uber high end like that typically in the past hasn't been great for mining on Nvidia's side. You don't see people mining with Titans. You don't see people mining with, I mean, really, some people were back in the 1080 Ti days, but you don't see a lot of like 2080 Ti based mining farms. Not to say that some people don't have them and they are mining on them, but it's just not as common. But if these new cards do that, then I think maybe it will be. Now, 3080 and 3070. 3080's got the new X memory, like the 3090, but the 3070 is just going to have GDDR6, not the 6X. It is going to be a higher bandwidth, though, apparently. Obviously, until we get cards in hand, we just really don't know. We're shooting in the dark, guys. So, I'm going to get them. I'm not going to make any assumptions ahead of time until we actually have them in hand, but I'm really, really interested in what's happening below the 3070. So are we going to see 3060s, or, instead of a 1660 Ti, is it going to be a 2660 Ti or 2660? Those are the cards I think are going to be like the perfect spot for mining cards, because they're going to come in that $200 to $300 price range. So they're going to be affordable, they're going to be low power, and if they have the kind of IPC increases, instructions per clock cycle increases, that reducing down to the 7 nanometer, so going to the new process cycle, if they have all that of the bigger boy cards, just in a smaller scale, that's probably going to be where I put my eggs in my basket. And so people were asking me, am I expanding my mining farm or my mining rigs, that kind of thing. Right now, mining rates are really good. I just checked it, $19 a day, and I only have like 8 cards. I definitely want to expand out and get one of each of the new cards. That'll probably be temporary. I'll probably sell off what I don't like or don't want to keep. But I do want another full 6 card rig of whatever I feel like is a good value for the next generation. That way I can mine on it for a little while. When I'm done with it, they'll still be pretty relevant, and I can get my money back out of them. That's another big thing. People are like, oh my god, 10 series, is it finally time for me to sell off my 1070s, 1080s, 1080 Ti's? Obviously, that's a question you need to decide with yourself. But yeah, we got new cards coming, ladies and gentlemen. We're right at about a week and a half away from the 3080. I believe that's the first one that's coming on the 16th. So, gonna try to snag one of those as soon as possible. So just stay tuned, and hopefully we'll see some good stuff. So If Ethereum holds out as being one of the top mined coins, like it always is, I mean, I'd love to see 100 mega hash, 3080 at 499. I think that'd be doable. I think that's what Bitsby Trippin was saying. He was estimating at. So essentially, a 3080 would basically nullify and void a Radeon 7. And it would nullify and void the 5700 series too, and 5600. Basically, that could take over as a solid card to build a rig out of. You'd be looking at 600 mega hash out of 6 cards, and you'd be what, $3,000 into it in cards. So $3,500 by the time it's all said and done with motherboard, CPU. Man, it's just getting so cheap to get big power running. I mean, wow. Now, am I going to be selling off my old cards? I have some 470s. I got a 1070 Ti, 1080. I still have a Radeon 7. That one's a little hurt though, so I don't feel good about selling that one. But am I going to sell off that old stuff? Probably. I'm not going to sell it directly on eBay. Prices right now have tanked. I'm seeing 2080 Ti's go for, I saw some confirmed sales in the $500 range, but they're sitting on eBay right now for $600. That's ridiculous. These cards were going for $1,000 just a week ago, but the fact that they said that, the 3070 for $500, or yeah, 3070 is 500. Yeah, my bad. When I said 3080 earlier, I meant 3070 for 500. I might have got that switched around. My mistake. But anyway, a $500 graphics card is going to smoke the boots on the 2080 Ti from last generation, which, I mean, heck, that was a $1,200 to $1,500 card, depending on where you got it from, what AIB board partner. I mean, it's crazy. It's a fun time to be into mining. So I just wanted to let you guys know a little bit of the updates if you haven't heard it from somewhere else. So I'm going to try to keep you guys updated as I'm going forward. I'm going back over on that 6-card 5700 rig that I helped my friend build. We're going to get it on Windows. I'm going to show you guys how to basically set up a mining rig on Windows, some of the pitfalls that people fall for, and just some optimization. So yeah, just stay along for the ride, and we'll keep this going. Adios.